Well, happy Monday. Fired off 5 trades today. Definitely above average on my trading numbers. Was fired off today. Several break evens, a loser, a winner, overall green session. We're going to go and recap those trades right now. So sit back and enjoy. This was done on my live stream, which happens every morning at Market Open on my main channel, Trades by Matt. I'm trading 20 of the 50K Apex funded accounts. You can use code TBM to get 80% off right now off your journey. You can get up to 20 funded accounts at once, like what I'm doing right here. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into today's trades. Yo, good morning. Happy Monday. We're up 1.4% on the session. Overnight highs up at 85 or 90 or so. Overnight lows down at 2050. Value area high at 19.9. I mean, that's significantly lower. We'll talk about value area if we get into it, but we're pretty far off. VWAP and overnight highs are kind of the big things right now, and then overnight lows down at 2040. If we snap the overnight lows and looking for the value area high area. News on the session, we've got PMI at 845, manufacturing and services PMI at 845, and composite. And that's kind of it. So right when we're green lighted trade, we'll have some news drop. See if it moves us around at all. VWAP with volume looks pretty interesting. It's only what, 70 points lower, 80 points lower. 70 points, I guess. Anyone know of any good golf courses near Phoenix, Arizona? Oh, I got a wick test here. I don't know. All the golf I know is like Scottsdale, but I'm sure Phoenix has some great options as well. Yeah, delta divergence up here at the highs and the 20s. I don't think this wick test is going to fire off. I'm going to take it off. I think it makes sense to roll over off the 20s here, to be honest. Delta's implying it. We'll see if it continues on a slow grind or not, but kind of implies that we're going to roll over. We'll see. I don't hate like a mid 20s, maybe. Maybe like that. Risk 3 points or something. With Delta being heavy like this. I'm filled on the short. I get stopped out. 3 points there. I mean, we got liquidity higher. It's just, I was purely going off Delta there. On the fact that we've been just kind of grinding this little channel. Quick little stab to try and fade it. It's just not working there. Buy a dip if I see it. Just gonna have to wait for a dip. It's a problem, so. Honestly, if we can hold Delta up when we get to 2090, that untested wick down there, prior wick test, could be an interesting spot. The question on is, if we do get the rotation, are we going to stop at 93 or actually get the 90 push, huh? On this, do we stop at this wick or do we stop at this wick? Which one will give us a touch and go, if we even come down at all, right? Got to crack through whatever this little double bottom is at 04. Currently at the first wick. Will we get through the second wick? I'm off of the wick test. It's also the 1 standard deviation. I'm long. Kind of a nice slap, to be honest. Gotta be careful. I'm gonna go and move that break even. I think another test into it is gonna be kind of nasty. Stopped out. Ran up what, 6 points, 120 bucks or something. Never to the 10 point target, much less the bigger target. But I was scared of us coming back into that same level I got long at. I think it just could get a little gross from there down to the 80s, which is currently happening. Save myself, what, 10 points at least? Nice slap, delta-wise. 50% of the retrace here. Back into point of control. I'm going to take a little stab short. I'm going to give it 6 points. I like the point and control flip. I like what Delta is doing. I'm wondering if I need to give it more points. I'm gonna get stopped out. Wonder if I needed to give it a little bit more points, but I have a hard time wanting to do that fading. It feels still like a trendy move. It's just Delta's finally kind of having a hard time here. I'm very tempted to open this up to 300 also, to be honest, but something like this. If we can get through 320, it'll be very good. Can't do it yet. I'm gonna get stopped out. That's okay. Bound to happen. There's a 40 block right there. Crack 320. Go move that break even. Risk is off. Which it needs to be, because I was like literally like a tick away from getting stopped out like twice. But I did reverse psychology on the market. I stopped out break even. Again, 2 ticks in the money. I started at $65 down, and then I got 2 ticks on the last break even, 2 ticks on this break even. Sometimes you just gotta reverse psychologize the market. I'm gonna get stopped out. Oh, we don't want you to be right, so we're gonna stop at a tick in front, right? You know, it's not very often that I get saved by a tick. I'll be honest. I'll be the first to admit it. There we go. We run the highs. I'll be the first to admit it. It's not very often that I have a stop loss and it doesn't get grabbed by a tick. Little 1 minute hammer. I could be convinced for a 22. 20. I really want to see us push into the highs, but I just don't know if it's going to happen. I really want to see us clean up IBH, honestly. I'm going to go move that break even. I got a nice entry there. I'll be watching if it trades, 10 points up, I'll kill it, most likely. If it can even do it. I've not been able to catch even a 10-point looker yet. There's 10 points, technically. See if we can catch a little bit more legs here. I'm looking at the prior open. Prior open of this 5-minute candle. I'm gonna take that off. Pretty close, not quite, but pretty close. A good trade. All in all, I think that was what, 15 points. I left 5 points on the table there, right there. I could have had an extra $100, but I'm happy with the 15 points there. I mean, that was like basically a perfect entry. No complaints there. Magical 20s. I rated for the hammer on the 1 minute, retracing the 320. Where the stop, like in point of invalidation, is really this wick low. I left it a little opener, little opener, a little bit more open than that. Still looking at sub 10 points there. Could have been even tighter, probably like 5 or 6 points, whatever that is. I left it at sub 10 points though, and then grabbed 15. Was originally looking for 20. Would have grabbed 20 off the prior open, but I didn't want to get too greedy, so looked for 15. All right, it's lit. We got a dad joke here. Monday, March 24th. Starting the week off getting lit. Well done, chat. GG's. Swords will never become obsolete. They're cutting edge technology. Back into the 20s. I'm really just waiting to see if we can pop IBH or not. Not really interested in trying to short this right now. All right, let's see if we can do it here, huh? So really, really thinking about it. It's thinking a long time about it. Let's see what Delta's doing here. Trying. If we can close above 50 to 55, I'll throw an order on at IBH. Ideally, it's like 10 points usually, I think is like a good number. Close above 10 points. It's very doable on the retrace. And that's basically 10 points. Now the question is, do we actually get a retrace, or are we just going to rip it straight up to 380, 400? Or do we stop at this little blast through point that we tried to get through here? That's the other big question. Are we going to trade 50 and bounce off it, or are we going to actually get IBH? So I think I still like this. The flow through 40 is a little sketchy, but I think I still like it if I can get filled. There we go, I'm filled. Trying to make its move through IBH. See if it does it. Nice little sweep through. Sweep and go, yeah? Get through 50. Move my stop up break even when that happens. Really like 52. Just trying. I'm gonna go and move that stop break even. Take my risk off. Last trade of the morning. There it is. I'm stopped out back at IBH. I think that we probably will go back up through 60. I just don't really want to give it the risk, to be honest. It's like not worth the risk right now, actually, at all. It's just everything's starting to slow down a little bit. We got top of the hour coming up. I took 5 trades. I'm kind of a little tired, so I'm going to call it there. It is a green session after 5 trades. 1 loser, 3 break evens, and a winner.